Hello everybody, this is SodaFan2K10 here with the penultimate LEGO MOC showcase, at least for the time being. Right now this is only the second to last LEGO MOC that I have to show you. We've only got one left, and it is of course my LEGO music shop. We're pulled way back right now, just so I can get in this big music note sign at the front, at the top, so you can clearly tell that this is a music shop. If it looks like it's off center, like if it's a bit too far to the left, it's it's a little bit like your eyes playing tricks on you. If this where it's anchored at the top here, where it's actually held up, it's held a little bit to the left. But if you look at the gap here, where the top is, it is actually dead center above the door and above this section right here. So it is actually in the center. It's just the fact that it's attached a little bit off center that makes it look like it's more to that side than this. But anyway, let us take a little spin. The front here is just full of windows. We have a nice big music sign. This was really fun to do, to actually get all these letters in. It's a technique that's been used several times in LEGO buildings in the past, but I've gone ahead and done it myself for this. Plus we've also got these giant guitars that are held right here, and the top floor isn't really all too interesting, but let's take a look at the sides and the back. Literally there's nothing much going on at the back. I don't tend to put detail on the sides or the back just because it I don't really want to see these buildings from the back or the side. I'm going to have other buildings placed to the sides of these, so there's no point having windows there. I love music, so I absolutely knew that I was going to do a music shop, and I'm really happy with how it's all turned out. Let's go ahead and take off this top floor. We'll put this over here for the time being, and let's get a little bit closer and take a look inside. So here we go. This is the inside of my LEGO music shop. I left it fairly open plan because that's how I often see music shops. If I take you really quickly down to the ground level, we can see over in this window we have a harp. I apologize if it's not focusing correctly right now. In front of the doors we have some amplifiers for guitars, and we also have a keyboard over on this side. And there's a bit of a closer look at the other guitars that I built up here. But anyway, back on the inside we have a little brass section. So we have some trumpets and some saxophones right there. There's the cash register. There's some panels down here, some clear panels underneath. Oh, that's a really bad angle, sorry. There we go, you can kind of see it. There's nothing in there, but it's supposed to look like there's stuff underneath. These clear cylinder bricks are supposed to represent jars that are full of guitar picks. Speaking of guitars, we have this nice little wall of guitars. So we have acoustics and we have electrics. I wanted to get all different electric guitars up here. I'm actually collecting, or trying to collect, all the different LEGO guitars because I love LEGO guitars, and you know that I play the guitar anyway. We have a xylophone down here, so that was an interesting build of that. It doesn't look too great, but I at least like the effect of it getting smaller, and also the rainbow pattern. And those right there are supposed to represent the sort of, I don't know what they're called, but the little beaters, little sticks you use to actually tap on the xylophone keys. This is a little support pillar, or well, not really a support pillar, it doesn't actually support anything, but it's here. Oh, I didn't realise, I was supposed to put headphones there, but that's what that's supposed to be. Oh, there we go, you can see one right there. That's what that's supposed to be. We got some sheet music right there, just some printed tiles. I love these pieces. And right here we have some records and some microphones. So that's really cool. Put that right back down there. And then we have a drum kit. Very happy with how this turned out. I used some relatively new pieces at the time, which are these 1x1 plates with the bar extension on them and the rounded edges. So it all turned out really nice. Under the stairs, you'll see some boxes. That's some extra stock of instruments, and we also have the staircase itself right here. I'm going to go and pull out some of these other instruments so you can see where they are. Oops, that didn't come out as I intended. Here we go. Oh, I actually took a part of the floor with it. Let's go take a look at this keyboard really quick, once I can figure out how it goes back together. This is actually inspired by my very own keyboard that I own. So we got the stand underneath, and we just got the keys, and these are supposed to be the little keypad that you use to select the voice that you want your keyboard to play. This is supposed to be the on-off button. These two ones on the end are supposed to be speakers, and this is supposed to be just something else, just some sort of control on the end. So I'll just put that back really quickly. And why not? Let's take out the harp as well. It's very delicate, so I'm expecting this just to break in my hand right now. Oh, there we go, it actually came out. So here is the harp. Quite an interesting little build, trying to get this together. These aerials are just supposed to represent the strings. It's not very well represented, I'll admit, but hey, I'm very happy with how that turned out. Bear with me a sec while I just get this back in place. There we go. So let's go ahead and bring in. Oops, that was not supposed to happen in the slightest. Okay, my apologies, I had to make a cut there. I was about to try and pick this up with one hand, but it really didn't go well because I actually completely disintegrated the sign up top. But anyway, let's go and take off this roof and we'll take a look at the second floor. The second floor, originally I was intending for this to be a music teaching room. The whole idea behind the store was there was going to be the owner of the store and his son was going to be a music teacher. So that's what this upper floor is going to be. Here's the door which comes up. We've got this beautiful dark red floor going on, and there's a little look at the floor itself. Let me go ahead and spin this around, get a bit of a view. And we've pretty much all the same instruments that we have downstairs, but just slightly different style. We have the grand piano right here, or the baby grand I think it is, plus a chair right there. We have another keyboard. This one is black, but it's very much the same style. A couple of slightly different from the top there. We have another xylophone right here. Again, this time I included the beaters actually on it, and this is actually able to be removed. It's only held in by that one jumper plate right there, because I use these 1x2 plates with the bar on them, and they're at a really weird size. It makes a really weird length of a build, so I had to attach it like that. If we spin this around, we can see we have another guitar right here, and we have a chair, so somebody can come along and sit in this chair and they can practice. There's an amp right here. It's all set up ready, so if somebody wants to try out the guitar they can. And we have another harp. This is a very old style of harp, as it's brown and wooden. The other one, as you saw, was white. Nothing in the corner, and that is it. Again, I tried to leave this nice and open plan as I could, so that enough space for people to actually walk around and enjoy the music shop. Let's go ahead and pick up the roof. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart again like it did just a minute ago. Very, very simple construction roof. It's all lime green plates holding it together. No studs to attach it this time, so it's very easy to put back on. There's another look at the sign right up front. This was quite interesting to put together. It's based on two two quavers, that's it. These are actually two quaver notes put together. And right over here is another AC unit. This is actually quite an intricate little build. It's actually built back to back, these pieces, and that's supposed to represent the fan. So nice little build right there. And just for a little flair on the corners, I have these little sub-assemblies just to, I don't know, give some sort of flair to the music store. But that is it. That is that for the music store. I'm very, very happy with how this building turned out, especially. I hope you enjoyed looking at it. And yes, I'm very pleased with how it turned out. So once again, thank you all very much for watching this Lego MOC showcase on my Lego store. Next up will be my biggest and best Lego MOC yet, so I hope you're looking forward to that, and it will be in the final Lego MOC showcase for the time being, at the very least, until I actually have even more custom Lego buildings to show you. So once more, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're looking forward to the final Lego MOC showcase. I'll see you then.